Well, it is time to drop off the pigeons and clock them in for the very first old bird race of the season. It's really excited. Pidgey's in the zone already and started to really jar me. So yeah, he's getting a bit annoying. So we're just at the pigeon club now. We'll wait for the others to turn up. We're going to our little pigeon club and looking forward to the race tomorrow. It's supposed to be really nice weather. I believe it's a northeasterly wind, so it's on their nose. And it's from Blandford as well, so it should take about 2 hours or so. So yeah, who else is excited? I'm excited, but Pidgey's all stroppy and in the zone. Don't talk to me. I'm in the zone. I've got my pigeon head on. So yeah, that's Pidgey for you. And you'll see him tomorrow. He'll all be pacing up and down, like, you know, what he normally does. So none of that would have changed. So yeah, so don't forget, people, I really must ask this. If you do like the videos, and I know a lot of you do because you actually come up to me in shows and stuff like that saying how much you love my videos, which is absolutely lovely because I do like to do things different. If you do like them, it would really mean a lot if you could just press that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. What it does is that any time that I post up a video, you'll just get a notification of it as well. So, you know, then you'll never miss a video. Because I know you just don't want to miss a video, do you? Because you never know what's going to happen on my videos, do you? So, yeah, anyway, I know it's early, but I just want to wish everybody who's racing old birds tomorrow or having their first race tomorrow, good luck to every single one of you. I hope you have a really good race. Oh, and Pidgey's race controller as well. So I think he's a little bit nervous about that. He doesn't want to make the wrong decision. But I've said to him, you're never going to make everyone happy. So just do the decision. Just make the decision on your gut and what you feel is right. Someone's going to fucking moan about it. Just let them get on with it. They haven't put their hand up to be a race controller, have they? Good luck, everyone.
24 N33777.
Yep.
16 foot.
So just waiting for the transporter. It's on its way. All the birds are in the crates.
Ready, Mark? Mark? Yeah. What are you doing? Come on.
Not allowed to slack. You're not allowed to slack, Mark. Good morning, everybody. So today is race day. The pigeons were libbed at 8 AM this morning in a northeasterly wind. It's about 98 miles. We will be expecting them in around 2 hours. It should take them. So yes, it's all exciting. It's all systems go here this morning. It's a bit up and down because it's the first race, but hopefully the weather's good. It's nice and sunny. So yeah, hopefully we'll have a good race. We've got a guest coming round this morning as well to watch the pigeons come home, and hopefully I can get to do an interview with him. So I won't reveal who it is yet in case he says, no, I don't want to interview. Because some people don't like being on the screen, like Pidgey, hence why he's not here. So it's the old bird race, and they need to land there. So yeah, very excited. So say that we have our new t-shirts on today. So please, if you like the content, if you like what I do, please just press the subscribe button, and every time that we post up a video, then you will get notifications of that, so you'll never miss a video, because I know you love the videos because you tell me. So it is 9:20 now, so we've got about another 40 minutes before the birds are due home. So hopefully, all being well, I shall be back in 40 minutes. Our surprise guest is on the way. They'll probably be here in about 10 minutes. So if we've got time, I might do a little interview before the birds come home. We're not sure if Uncle Vanny's going to make it today for him to do the flirt. So it could be that I flip between the two. So that should be fun. Don't forget, subscribe, press the subscribe. Please, really help me out a lot. Right, so our special guest has arrived and he's in charge of the flirts this morning because Vanny's still not here. So, yeah, we shall look forward to that. How you feeling, Pidgey?
All right.
Nervous?
Nope.
Liar?
Nice and warm out here, though.
It's lovely and warm. Nice warm morning. Got his new top on. Got his name on it in case he forgets. So yeah.
Come on, girls, where are you, mate?
9:58.
I ain't rubbing Buddha.
Oh, rub the Buddha.
Won't it?
58. 9:58. How many miles per hour do you think they're doing?
Vanny's there just in time.
Oh, Van.
Van.
Fucking, I nearly fell back, to be honest. Fucking traffic. Come real close.
Oh,
No trams.
is it? Coombe Road.
Joke.
Morning, Van.
You tell you this,
Fucking
Van.
pigeons.
You put your foot down.
We got it. What? Have you seen it, yeah?
No.
From here to the trams.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to miss it.
Well, I dropped it early, so which is the
Darling,
funny.
you give me a favour. Give me names picture. Look at that.
Yeah. I better not miss it, Pidgey.
Run.
I'm not running.
Hey,
I think you're the one with 50 feet. You're the one at 1 2. 59.
I'll think 4:10 past. I could be wrong, but I think I've been longer than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. When I saw the wind, it's got high, it's got moving.
That's very like a
Dead
supermodel.
eat, dead no fish.
There you go.
Eh?
Like a supermodel, Granny, is that? Thinks you're back on the beach in Malta.
Your hand, Dan. Come in.
That's what I thought, isn't it? That's it. Where's my flirt? You dare take me joke.
I knew you would want your job.
Listen, he was a standby. Yeah, we sent 33 today.
Was that the hens and the 2 cocks?
Hens and 2 cocks, yeah.
Prison cop, that means he won't make it, shit.
It's 10:01.
You probably see one of those cocks come straight over. Come on. Oh, pick that.
Were you expecting them now, 10 o'clock? Now you're not going to laugh, ain't you?
What time do you think?
I think about 1:15.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You feel that wind, that here, it's only just catching us, but above it's quite moving, that wind. Dead northeast in their face.
thought maybe 5 past.
You're asking too much as well. First race as well. What is it, one or what, worker?
98.
98?
Yeah.
I think if you took Peter's for this morning, you'd have wanted to in 55 minutes for an hour. Wouldn't you? It's only twice Peter's.
God, I've taken this cardigan off. I'm hot. Sounds lovely on me.
Well, you're going to race them then, isn't it? No, it's not next week. Push it all week.
I made a fuck of it.
No.
You haven't done overthink it.
Yeah, don't overthink. Don't let people get into your head, Pidgey, and rent it for free.
No, I'm not going to.
They'll push you out of the way in a minute, Rick. Don't go like that.
Hey?
They'll push you out of the way in a minute.
I'm back now. Feeling I'm not. You know, next week or week after, we're going to pop and see that. Yeah, you can't do the way in. Make it just power or something. Windows getting up. When I was at 7:30, I was having a coffee and looking at something. How many went?
33.
No.
Oh, in our club we sent 109.
Uh-huh.
What was it in total?
About 800.
About 800 in total.
That's a fed, like.
For the Fed, yeah.
How many did the old man send? Kirk?
14.
14.
Something else. 6 now, 7.
I'm worse than
Are you as well? Fuck's sake.
Richard always says, sit down.
I can imagine it just saying that. Oh. You've got to be very calm and collected in this sort of game. Otherwise you lose your bloody brains.
Come on. You'll see what which ones you get. Now I wish I gave a couple longer ones.
All the ideas start flowing now, don't they?
Should I have upped their food a bit more? Did I give them too much? Yeah.
Yeah.
12 past.
Go on, Dad.
Fine.
For fuck's sake, what are you doing?
You gotta turn around first, otherwise you go on the roof.
Fuck's sake, Granny. Come on. Where'd he go?
Did it was it? I said here.
That's no good.
That shit trap.
Fuck. Fine, you got to throw him quicker, mate.
No, it was just turning, wasn't it? Otherwise I would have missed it.
What pigeon was it, Kurt?
Belgian, mate.
Was it?
Yearling.
The good one?
She's alright. I wouldn't have gone heavy on her, but she was alright.
There's nothing else on the side, is there?
Just one, though. Thought we would have had a few more.
No, not in this. You're not in these sort of ways you want.
Some shit, I need to. It's not what I wanted, Rick.
What? She looked like she was trying though. She dived down, wasn't she? That's a good Belgian, isn't it?
No. 9-year-old. Alright. Stop fucking idiot. And my mum come in the tent and said, come on, I said, come on. Thank you.
There's another pigeon look at that.
These been hit, Rick, didn't they?
Yeah.
That's the good end.
You know that checker's acting, that staring at everything that moves, isn't she? Look.
Yeah.
That good end come well though.
Yeah, another one. Hold it. Come on.
This one, Grizzle.
So, 2 grizzles.
Oh, fuck me, they came quick.
Oh, this ain't good. This ain't looking good. Come on, yep.
Where's that bike going? Did you see that? Great bike.
There's one here coming. Yeah, 3, 4.
Here they come, here they come.
It's good, eh? That's not good, eh? Number 2. It's your end, Rick.
51.
Come
That Belgian 51 the time.
Stand down here now, Rick. See him go.
Stand up there.
I got to stand down here, you see him go.
Yes, come down.
Still videoing, Vic?
Yeah.
No, look at that. I want the little group.
PG?
That's not one. Go over. Let's go, let's go.
Oh.
This one here, can't behind you. See there. Let's go by there. Go on. Oh, fuck your thing. Yeah.
Because they've not got the landing board anymore, is it? Look.
Oh, fuck, this is embarrassing. You can't. You never do that when I'm
The
fucking...
thing is, they're not used to people, Pidgey. Isn't it? I mean, in training, there's literally me over there, and that's all they're used to. He's got a few in, he's alright, but that's what I think. I think they're not used to the people that are in the garden.
This was the first race, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a bit bitty, isn't it? Just got to improve on the next one.
They're not fucking hungry.
Watching the sky look,
They've been hitting, you know.
100%.
Don't blame yourself on the time that you said to let them go, because they could have got hit regardless, Pidgey. So don't let that go through your head. Isn't it?
Yeah, they get it whenever you like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's more breeding programs out there as well for sparrowhawks and stuff.
That's the one I like, the checker cock. See the trapping on that.
So that's cock racer, should be cock racer.
Right, hello everybody, this is Ricky, and do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, what club you race from and why you're here today and stuff, because you was a race controller last year, wasn't you?
Race controller, yeah. And Kirky boy give me some stick. This is Kirk's first day in charge as a race controller. I think he's fucked it up, to be honest. But we'll wait and see how the returns are. I race down Horsham with my partner Richard, and our first race is next week, so let's hope our new race controller gets it better than Kirky did today.
And how did you get into the pigeons?
I got into it with my granddad and my uncle. When I was young, you know, it's like I was around my granddads all the time, and then just sort of grew up with them. Started taking it more serious as I got older, and then I moved in with my grandparents when I was probably 15, 16, and just raced more and more from there and love it, and keeps you out of trouble, keeps your head straight.
Yeah.
Gives you a routine. That's what I think. That's the best thing about pigeons.
Yeah.
Gives you a routine. Every day you've got to do them. Don't matter if it's Christmas Day. And if you want to be successful, it's even more so. When you think how many hours.
And you are successful, aren't you? You and Richard are
so
successful.
All right. How this season will go, I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, you know.
Previously, yeah, last year was a good season.
Yeah.
But with pigeons, you're always waiting for that kick in the bollocks afterwards, aren't you?
Yeah.
For every high, there's 4 lows. But I think that's why we love it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, how do you think Pidgey's done today?
I think he's done all right. I think the first couple will be all right. They're a bit drawn out. I think they've probably been hit by the hawks, but.
And do you think, and would you say that that's because of the time that he's agreed to let the pigeons go?
No, not at all. I think earlier the better normally, especially with hawks and the way things are. Get the pigeons home. There's no point sitting them on the lorry. But it remains to be seen, doesn't it? I think the returns will be fine. I think the birds are just a little bit jumpy. It's nothing to do with the time you liberate.
No.
You get all knockers. In the sport, it's full of more knockers than people that won't knock you.
Yeah. I have found that. I've got to say that since being in this industry or in this sport, there is a lot of negativity out there, and people are quick to judge and stuff like that. But you know, it's a very hard decision to wake up of a morning, have a look at the weather, speak to the transporter and say, like, what's the weather like your end? You know, right, okay, what do you think? Let's lib at 8 o'clock, blah, 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 blah. And even if he lived at 8:30, 9 o'clock, there's still that chance of getting hit by the hawks.
1,000,000%. It doesn't matter when you go.
And I think also this year there's so many nesting programs out there for sparrowhawks and stuff. They're setting up boxes in churches and all places like that in every area that you go to. So that's kind of what I know about this year, and I do know about that as well because being part of the British Pest Control Association, we work with the RPRA as well, and I know for a fact that there's loads of extra sparrowhawk nesting programs going out there. And stuff, and it's no fault of the sparrowhawks, because obviously they're hunting, they're doing what they're naturally supposed to do. So you are going to get haters out there, and I just hope that Pidgey doesn't take it to heart and stuff.
Not. I mean, I'll give him plenty of stick, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
But you can't, because the people that are moaning 9 out of 10 don't want the job.
No, exactly, yeah.
The argument's always been, if you want the job, have the job.
Yeah.
And their hands are never up. You always find the whingers and the moaners either don't win nothing, or they don't want the job.
Yeah.
You don't normally get, the people that are trying hard, they understand it's a hard job. They understand how hard pigeon racing is.
Yeah.
And it's not an easy sport, and it never will be. It's only ever getting harder.
Exactly, yeah.
You put the work in and you try your luck, and
And what about you? Because you've got kids as well, haven't you, Rick?
Yeah,
And
my 2 boys, yeah, my 2 little
do they
boys,
love
Alfie
it? Do
and
they?
Harry,
Yeah. Do they like it?
Yeah, they do love it. Alfie really loves it.
Yeah.
Harry gets bored after 10 minutes.
Does he?
Play football, but Alfie loves it. Yeah, he's looking forward to racing young birds at home this year.
Ah.
So, to be honest, that's been the most enjoyable part for me. Is
Yeah.
watching him with the birds.
Yeah.
For me, it gives you more of a buzz than obviously winning's the key thing for me. But watching him with the birds is just. You can see yourself coming up from when you was younger.
Yeah,
and how
yeah,
annoying I was. Like my granddad used to sneak out the back door when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I used to look around and see him sneaking out, and I'd chase him, and he'd be like, "I'm only going out to check him," and he wasn't.
Yeah.
He's going out to do bits, but he didn't want me out there. Now I'm doing the same. I'm sneaking out there, and then Alfie's coming out, which I love it. I
Yeah.
love it though, but I can see what my granddad was doing.
Yeah. Oh, that's really sweet. So, do you think that your boys will maybe get into the sport? That's if it's still around.
If it's still around, I think it'd be hard to keep them in the sport due to the negativity.
Yeah.
I think it's so hard to get kids into something that one, you don't really win much out of it.
Yeah.
You know, it's what you take from it. I mean, for me, it's more like Kurt. It's the routine. It's bred into you.
Yeah.
Hopefully they will. I think Alfie definitely will.
Yeah.
But like I say, it's holding them in the sport. I wouldn't push them into the sport.
How long do you think the sport has got left? What do you think its life?
Because when I was a kid, everyone used to have sports only got 10 years left.
Yeah.
That was, 15 years ago. But I think it's got time left. I think it might just go more professional, more one-off racing, which is a shame because it's not something I can.
Oh right. So do you think all these little federations will kind of?
Well, the federations now they're only getting 500 to 800 birds.
Yeah.
In the south, and if you just all amalgamate, got a big lorry.
Yeah.
The trouble is you've got all the big fish in small ponds that want to stay in their little thing. And
Yeah.
some parts of it I understand. Because some people want to be in their own thing. I think Croydon racing is brilliant. It's up home racing. But some people don't want that, which I get. But the trouble is now as well, there's a national every week nearly. And I find that's what, almost kills it. Because the federations are struggling as it is.
Yeah.
If you had 2 nationals a year, the prestige would be higher. You could up the prize money. There used to be cars and stuff for awards and nationals. Now, would you get 200?
Yeah, you don't get a lot now, do
No,
you?
you
I
get
mean, it
200
has
for
gone
the
down a lot. Yeah.
And you're charging me £4 a send per big pigeon.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It is
To
a
win
lot.
200 quid.
Yeah.
That's where it's hard to keep kids in.
Yeah.
I mean, kids nowadays are making money off their phones every day.
Yeah.
YouTube and stuff like that.
Exactly.
It's hard to keep, it makes the world go round, and the kids have got to love it like we do to want to do it, but that's the hard part.
Yeah. Yeah,
Definitely
it
the
is
hard
hard. I mean, I do like the community and we do have the banter and stuff like that. I think it'd be a shame if the sport does literally just sort of like die out and all these little federations go, because I've really enjoyed it.
When I was younger, they was all saying it then.
Yeah.
It was all saying, the sport's dying, and it is a dying sport. It's always been a dying sport.
Yeah.
It's outpricing itself now, I think,
Yeah.
more than anything.
Yeah.
The cost of keeping them, the cost of doing the things right
Yeah.
is harder. But, even if you took up most hobbies, fishing, golf, it's all expensive.
Yeah, of course it is.
The only good thing with other hobbies is when you come back in the house, you put it down, you don't think about it again until you go again.
Yeah.
With pigeons, it's every day. But that's what I like, because I like the routine.
Yeah.
But,
And it is hard because obviously, Pidgey basically trains every morning and stuff, and I've started to help him and stuff. And it does, I'm a lot older, but it does get to me sometimes, and I get really tired and really ratty.
And then the trouble is with pigeons is you do all the work, and sometimes it doesn't matter what you do, you get a bad race and you can blame yourself, blame the pigeons, and then the alarm clocks the following week get even harder.
Yeah.
And so you need a success to keep you alive.
Exactly.
Without that, for me, I don't know how people race who do it every day. And
They just want to see the pigeons come home. Yeah.
I totally understand, and if that's their little bit of excitement, I totally get it.
Yeah.
But for me, I just couldn't.
You need that drive. You need that. Yeah. No,
I
I wouldn't, because if I'm not getting out, it's the same in business. Yeah. If I'm getting out of bed and I'm working 24/7 or whatever, and I'm not getting any benefits for it and not reaping any rewards, why am I doing that?
You wouldn't go to work and not be paid.
I wouldn't. Oh, you wouldn't. And stuff. I mean, like I say, I really enjoy it. I've had family members in it, like the cause and stuff like that. Yeah. So what is your federation? What do you race on?
South Coast Federation.
The South Coast Federation.
I'm in the horse and pigeon club, yeah.
Yeah, and how many members do you have in your club?
I don't know. In my club, we have 20 members, but
That's good.
Like every club, though, they're not all flying members. So you go up on
Right.
a Saturday, you may get 12 or 14 send.
Oh, right. So
then-
not all 20 members
No, they
send
don't,
every
no.
week?
That's the trouble.
Ah.
And then obviously, even some of them 12 or 14, when the nationals come, they're more interested in that. So then you drop down to 10 members. a week.
Right, yeah.
That's what a lot of clubs are like now, and that's why it
You
needs
need the
all
consistency,
You
I
do,
suppose,
you
don't
keep the
you?
club going.
Yeah.
The trouble is nowadays, clubs have had to widen their radius bigger and bigger and bigger, and then obviously it makes it better for the club,
Yeah.
but worse for the fancy, obviously, because the radius is so big. So
Yeah.
then people start moaning about, I'm not sending to that wind or that wind.
Yeah,
That makes it even harder.
yeah.
But I just love it. Like, it gets me up every morning. I lay in bed at night thinking about it. But it's just the way.
Pidgey
it is.
does. He thinks about pigeons 24/7.
I don't know what normal people think about. I don't. When I'm at work and I talk to the other guys, I don't know what they're thinking about all day.
Yeah.
I'm on a computer all day, and all I'm looking at is weather, wind, pigeons.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Kids
But that's
think.
your passion.
Yeah. I couldn't
And
be
that-
someone who comes home, sits on the sofa, and watches telly. I ain't built in me.
No. Yeah.
But I guess it's how you're brought up. My granddad was always the same. But what's good about the sport is you inherit traits that you're brought up with. The
Of
same
course.
always stays. My granddad was a clean freak. So like my loft, I'm cleaning 3-4 times a day.
Wow,
So,
really?
yeah, so you inherit the little ways that people do it.
Yeah.
And the great thing about pigeons is there's no wrong or right way.
No, of course.
Everyone's got their own success story. Everyone's got their way they do things.
Yeah.
And they do it and it works.
And was your granddad quite successful when he was racing?
Yeah, he was successful. The later on, I don't remember.
No.
I don't remember years ago when they lived in Croydon. I know they was winning.
Yeah.
I don't remember a lot of it. I
Yeah.
can only talk about when we moved down to Gatwick.
Yeah.
And we done well there, yeah. We done really well. But then my granddad got Parkinson's. Then we packed up there. And then I moved down to Billingshurst
Yeah.
and started racing with Richard. But this year I'm back at home with my boy. I'm racing old birds with Richard, but young birds with my boys.
Oh, lovely. Your
So,
boys will love that.
That's the beauty.
Yeah,
of it, isn't it?
yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
And when's your the reason why you're here today is because your old bird race don't start until next week.
That's right, yeah.
And where are you flying from?
Holmesley.
Home.
52 miles to me.
Oh, right. Yeah, so that's good. So your first race is quite short
Yeah,
then.
well, I think that's better.
Yeah.
I mean, you get knockers of the sport that say, "Oh, further the better," but
Yeah, no,
don't
I
think so.
totally agree. I think the first few races, I think they should be quite short
Yeah.
to get the pigeons
birds
back
up
to
and home,
use
in the
and
routine.
exactly in the routine and stuff like. I mean, our first race was what 98 miles.
yeah, which I just think is too far for first race, personally.
Yeah.
But,
No, I agree.
You know,
I see the
everyone's
logic.
different, everyone's,
Yeah,
for
of
me,
course.
it just makes no logic. 100 pigeons down the road. It's a long season, old birds.
Yeah.
I mean, you got what 16 weeks. Of it.
Yeah.
It's a long season to not hurt. I'm not going to get hurt from 100 miles.
No.
But a lot can go wrong over that distance.
Of course.
More hawk attacks, stuff like that. And your first one, you just want a pigeon, a big confidence boost to get your pigeons home, especially like if you're racing things like Woodward and stuff.
Yeah.
It's all about getting them back to each other, going through the motions, getting the routine. And I think that first race is like a blowout. You've built them up, they've been built up all this time. You're having a blowout now, and then you've got a reset, and it's like a clean sweep.
Yeah. Yeah.
For me personally, but everyone's got their own opinions. And
Yeah, no, I agree. I do agree. And I don't understand the logic as to why they would want to go so far, especially on the first few
Yeah,
races.
I think like for here, you probably could have started like Stony Cross, bring them back, 20
Yeah.
extra miles.
Yeah.
Some people say it doesn't matter, that's their opinion, but for me, I just think bring them as short as you can, get them up and home and in, first one's
Yeah.
done. Everyone's got their birds back.
Yeah.
The thing is, what people don't understand, it has a knock-on effect.
Of course it does.
You know, if
And the
people-
club starts losing
this is
money.
it.
The more birds you lose,
There you
the club starts losing money. I see it as a business perspective, and obviously the welfare of the birds as well. I'm not saying like you say that at 98 it's hurting the birds, but for a business perspective, I would think, well, if you're going to chuck them out at 150 miles on your first race, how many of those birds are actually going to come home? And then the federate, then next week, like this week, our club sent 109 birds, but next week they might only send 68. So all that money is lost, and the club's lost that money. So you're always going to be in the red,
Well,
if you like.
It's like young bird racing. You get some people that they want to march them down the road as quick as possible, and you're losing them all the time.
Yeah.
And then next year has a knock-on effect for your old bird racing.
Of course it does.
There's always a knock-on effect
Yeah.
through no logic.
Yeah.
I know some people would prefer the distance race and the longer race. I understand it's not everyone's preference to race. Me and Kurt would race 60 mile every week.
Yeah.
But there is a national every week. So for me, federation racing should be sheerly based around sprint racing.
Yeah.
UK have never adopted the Belgian mindset.
No.
And that's why Belgium are thriving and UK's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
We adopted more of the Belgian mindset, 2 race points, up home racing. If you want to race longer racing, there's a bit, there's BBC, there's classic races all the time.
Yeah.
Go and race in them.
Yeah.
That's your preference, go and race in them.
Yeah.
Let the federations build again. I think pigeon racing's got to go back to grassroots in order to come back forward.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
you've got to get everyone to agree, and that's the hardest thing.
Well, and also there's a lot of those that are stuck in their ways, isn't there?
The older
And
generation that are in the
yeah.
mindset of, you know, years ago you could send pigeons anywhere, you wouldn't lose any.
No.
Nowadays, you with hawks.
Yeah.
You know, there's more and more wires. There's 5G. There's so much more in their way now. You know, years ago that wasn't there.
No.
You know, years ago you didn't have all this stuff in the way.
There's a lot more environmental hazards that are about
it's
for the
ruthless now.
pigeons. Yeah.
Ruthless.
I mean, we look at environmental issues even in my own work in pest control. So I know exactly where you're coming from on there, and I totally agree. But unfortunately, because you've got a lot of people, especially those that make the decisions higher up, they're stuck in their ways. They don't see the different environmental issues that are going on out there. And they just say, no, this is the way we're going to do it, and that's that. And that's why people start getting deflated, because they're losing their birds, they're not having good races or anything like that. And then it's hard to then try and train or encourage the younger generation.
With all that negativity.
Yeah, with all that negativity
I mean,
going
it's a
on.
brilliant sport. If you take the positives from it,
Yeah.
you know, I think the pigeons love racing.
Yeah.
I think they love it. I think they.
Cool. That's what they're bred to do.
They
Yeah.
enjoy it. It's like horses. They enjoy
Yeah.
doing it. It's brilliant. You know, the losses have always been there.
Yeah.
And they're never going to go away. That's any sport.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what you're doing.
Yeah.
Any animal, there's losses. There's
Even a
feedback.
human sport.
This is it.
You could still drop down dead or whatever, get attacked. Yeah, boxers.
It happens, but I just think we could do more as fanciers, as
Yeah.
organisations, to prevent stuff that that is in our hands. You know, if you have 2 race points for starters, the pigeons will just get faster and faster.
Yeah.
You know, it's like training. You stick to one training spot. The
Yeah.
pigeons get faster and faster and faster.
Yeah.
They're up home. If they do come across something like a hawk and stuff, they'll just keep going.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they know where they are.
And they'll know how
where
to navigate that as well. And that that's why when we're training, we only train in certain areas, so that the pigeons know it, and that literally mile a minute. And if anything does get in their way, they'll know how to navigate that, because they know where they are.
1,000,000%. You've only got to look at Belgium. If we just adopted Belgium's mindset,
Yeah.
the NEA glazing, which again people moan, oh, that my baby's got dragged over there. It's the negative. It's
Yeah.
the negative side of things. But
And the Belgians are much more positive
are.
when we go over there and we speak to the Belgian pigeon fanciers. They're so much more in tune with everything that's going on, and they're much more keener
They are, and the
and
thing
much
is,
more supportive of each
like,
other.
what they do is they swap birds and help each other.
Yeah.
You know, like me and Carl swap pigeons.
Yeah.
The trouble in your area is everyone just dislikes so many people.
Yeah.
That if you all swap pigeons, you'd find better pigeons than what you
Yeah.
would going out spending thousands.
Yeah, true.
And in the Belgium, if you look for all the pedigrees of the, Dirk van der Balk and all them boys, they've all got friends pigeons.
Yeah.
They haven't gone out and spent thousands.
No.
They send them to the UK for thousands.
Yeah, of course.
But then
Because they know how silly we are.
No, that's true. That's true. You know, the silly English.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the sport could go much further.
Yeah.
If we could just adopt some similarities.
It'd be interesting. So for all our viewers out there, it'd be interesting to know, because I know that the videos do go worldwide. It'd be interesting to know how you do your pigeons and your pigeon racing in your country. So it'd be an idea just to see how you all help each other out. In other countries, is there as much negativity in your countries as what there is here in the UK? Do you have smaller federations? You know, let us know your processes and what you do. It'd be really interesting. So Ricky, thank you so much. It's been a really lovely conversation. It's gone better than I thought it'd be, what should I ask him? But it's been absolutely fine. We're trying to put the world to rights, or the pigeon world to rights, if you like. But anyway, it's been really lovely to talk to you, and good luck for the season.
Thanks for inviting me up.
No, you're very welcome, yes. But good luck for the season. I hope your boys really enjoy it.
Yeah,
And
do a
stuff.
video soon.
Yeah, say hello to Richard for me.
I will.
My little mate.
You'll love this.
Oh, no.
You'll love this.
You want to say hello to Richard?
Hello, Richard. I know you're going to love this as soon as you watch it. Take the piss out of me.
Cheers, Rick. It's been really good. How many are home, Pidgey?
25.
25 out of 33 cents.
Now the brains is at the operation. Look, you've got Vic and Van.
Yeah, I
Kirk's
know,
just here to clean out. That's all he's here for. Top team.
Top team. Filmer,
Usually.
getting them in, and the flirter. When he feels up throwing them, when
Yeah,
Pidgey
we don't-
goes, come on, Van!
Nah,